there is nothing like a humorous speech. Trust me, this is going to be nothing like a humorous speech. I've heard that people say that stand-up is all about practice and practice and practice. Keep doing it until you get it right, and then please stop. So, okay, when you hear me doing these speeches in 20 years' time, you will know that I'm still practicing. So, how are we all doing during this horrible coronavirus pandemic? Take it as an opportunity to give up something, possibly. Well, many years ago, I did this in a very big way. I gave up alcohol, sex, drugs, gambling, and many other pleasures. And goodness me, it was the worst 20 minutes of my life. I guess we're on mute now. I don't get any laughter. But Zoom humor now.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry, they don't get much better than that, guys. Looking at 20 minutes, what would you do if you had only 20 minutes to live? Well, I would give up stuttering, as described in that famous song, Silence is Golden. If I pause longer. Some folks, I don't actually know this, but I was guessing when I saw Karachi. So anyway, this is where my Pakistani type humor comes in. So no offense, no offense. I know there's some folks on in this call from Karachi. Well, I was once a master of Karachi, as well as Kung Fu, Tai Chi, and mixed martial arts. I do apologize at trying. Yes, I am very trying. About trying to get a cheap gag about one of the finest cities in the world, Karachi. And I especially like your children, Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid, and Karate Kid 3. No, look, that is all I promise about the city of Karachi. It is a great city. It is the capital of Pakistan. But of course, many of you will know that. And it's the 7th largest city in the world with a population of 14.91 million people. And how do I know that? Well, it's either by counting them all myself or by looking at Google. And with the speed of my internet connection during lockdown, I think it would have been faster to actually count them. The point is, this is a serious point now. This is not the humorous part of the speech. The point is, there are 14.91 million people in the great city of Karachi waiting to help you work on your speech to become a better speaker, if indeed you want to be. Now, I use this principle where I live in the UK, in the city of Bristol, with a population of 700,000 people. There are 700,000 people just waiting to help me with my speech. And yes, you bet, I'm going to use them. But sometimes it can get me into trouble. You see, I have trouble saying certain letters and sounds, S's and L's. So what I do is I go up to people in the street and ask them for random places with those letters in the names to practice my speech. So for example, I would ask a question. Do you know where Super Sam's Sizzling Sausage Supper House is, please? Or I might say, I'm looking for Larry Lamb's Long-Lasting Leisure Lounge, please. That's true. I'm not making this up. Of course, I keep a straight face, but often the other person breaks into a smile. Well, they would. I still remember the funniest time that happened to me. I'd been working on my F and L's for about an hour, getting laughed at and keeping a straight face, when I decided to have a rest and have a coffee and a cake. Of course, a lovely latte, and a super slice of cinnamon sponge. 30 minutes later, I came out of the shop again and I stopped two men on the street and asked them a question. I'm looking for the Zebenham shop, please. A good friend of mine works there. Yes, I know that place, said one of the guys. Both me and my friend work very close to Debenhams. I work at Super Sam's Sizzling Sausage Sub House, long-lasting leisure lounge. They had overheard me about an hour beforehand asking those questions. Well, that is all from me today. Today has been a real pleasure, and it's been okay for me as well. So I hope you've liked me. If you haven't, forget me. But my name has been Stephen Bailey. I hope you have a great meeting today and stay very safe in these troubled times. And as Tiger Woods has often said, be good. And if you can't be good, be lucky. Thank you. Right. To begin to toboggan, first buy a toboggan, but don't buy too big a toboggan. Too big a toboggan is too big a toboggan to buy to begin to toboggan. Oh, God.
Simon, you are a pro.
I have to go now, but have a great meeting.
Thank
Sorry, I
you.
have to go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.